Please. Oh, I am very, very happy. I thank God for Tinubu. Without Tinubu, I wouldn't have known that we can have fake bishops. Without Tinubu, I wouldn't have known that some men that I thought were honorable men are not honorable. Without Tinubu, I wouldn't have lost more than half the people I grew up with and thought were my friends, who have now discovered are largely ethnic and ethno-religious jingoists. And they are not just Yorubas, some Igbos are among them, and some Hausas as well. I'm talking about friends across the length and breadth of Nigeria. Tinubu has been very good at unveiling Nigeria on exile. So let me clear that up. For him to have won, the people would have had to have voted for him. We didn't vote for him. He stole the presidency. Yakubu and INEC sold him the presidency. The presidency is not an expression of the people's will.
Oh my God.
It is an expression of the debauchery of INEC,
yes,
and the height of our judicial corruption. He did not win the presidency. If I had left, I would have been sanitizing and deodorizing a skunk. If nothing else, I rise and fall by my word. And when I said that I will live on exile if this man won, it was so that people will know that I do not believe Nigerians to be depraved enough to be possessed of the idiocy to vote somebody like him into power. And they did not. Ha! Anybody who prefers to delude themselves can continue to delude themselves.
Yes, good morning, my esteemed viewers. This case is TV 360. We're once again in the street of Lagos to get people reaction concerning the arrest or the kidnap of Farotimi. Farotimi was arrested in Lagos and drove all the way from Lagos State to Eka.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are watching us from. I remember humble self-evangelist Benjamin Johnson, the only Biafran evangelist that speaks the truth and nothing but the truth. You know, these are the things that I hate about this country called Nigeria. How can somebody be speaking the truth and the people will not like him and people will not welcome it? Listen and listen good. What has happened to that young man was as a result of, Nigeria have seen him as one who spearheaded the Obi victory in 2023. That's why the fact that it was rigged and handed over to the wrong person.
Mr. Evangelist himself, the book titled Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System, and Afe Babalola said that the book contained different systems concerning his own concerning him as a person and also his law firm. This is the reason why Afe Babalola have to pick Farotimi to come and explain in details. Those, if you have facts and evidence.
Yes, to me, I believe the right based on inspiration and experience. Are you getting it? Based on inspiration and experience. But at the same time, there is something I want to tell you. When you are writing, like them that have written those books, there are people like us are reading. If you bring it to what is currently taking place happening in Nigeria, you will discover and you will agree with me they are actually touching what is on the ground, what is affecting the poor masses. And let me tell you, look at the way he was kidnapped. What stopped him? Did he commit any crime in Ekiti State? I want to know. No, if the offense or the deed by which he was arrested, was it actually in Ekiti State or in Lagos State? And if it is in Lagos, because they arrested him here or kidnapped him here, because the movement, the way it went, it appears to me like kidnapping. You understand? It should be charged here in Lagos. Why Ekiti State?
Also, it reported that the presidency is also behind his own arrest because Farotimi was not in support of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In fact, in one of his interviews, he said if President Tinubu should win the election, that he's going to leave Nigeria. Now, another interviewer also interviewed him and said, why don't you leave Nigeria? He said President Tinubu did not win the election, that he rigged himself, that Yakubu, the INEC chairman, gave him that victory, that it wasn't Nigerians that voted him into power. Could it be one of the reasons why Farotimi is arrested.
Yes. No, in the earlier stage, I said something that Farotimi worked immensely with Obiden. In fact, if you are mentioning Obiden campaign, you will not count 1 to 2 without counting Farotimi. Farotimi played a major role to the successful winning of Obi, Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State, in 2023 presidential election. But to despite that, it was rigged. That was why he said if Tinubu win election, he will leave Nigeria. And openly and in your mind and in the mind and in the heart of every Nigerians, we all voted for Obi. How many are the elders? If you say the elder people voted for Tinubu, how many are the elders? Among the elders, they voted for Obi. Even in Lagos here. And the Yoruba, that is what I'm saying. In Lagos, the Yorubas. Even in Lagos here, in Ekpe, and there's a place here. Not a Gbejuleki, there is a 3 places in Lagos. Once you win election there, you have conquered Lagos. Are you getting it? Obi conquered him. Despite the threatening of the area boys against those who wanted to vote for Obi. You know, if actually vote was carried out the way it should in Lagos, the figure that Obi got in Lagos was not the original figure. And the figure that Tinubu got was not. No, see, let me tell you, to be frank with you, this man worked for Obi victory. And it was rigged and pampered, which the former governor of what is his name, Kogi or whatsoever, Yaya Beru, said he was part of the team that leaked the election for Bola Ahmed Tinubu in conjunction of the INEC chairman and the power of incumbency of Buhari APC party group of company. Are you getting it? The election was leaked. You know, during the campaign, Baba was saying, Emiloko, Emiloko, Emiloko. Did he campaign any other thing? No. Did he promise Nigeria anything? No. What did he use to campaign? Only Emiloko. After that, they give him power. Are you getting it? Did he win the election? No. Did he win the election? No. All right. Let him be sincere to himself. Even himself, he don't know. Maybe he has forgotten. He said something. He said, I know that Nigerians did not vote for me. Then if we did not vote for you, how come you become president? That is to tell you, even him, his conscience and his spirit have already told him that, Baba, you are not supposed to be there. Yes. Because you are not the one that win election. Because that is, listen to me, anything that does not come straight doesn't stand. It always goes zigzag and it will affect people. That is why today it's affecting Nigerians and the Northern. Do you know that the Northerners, including Buhari them, they are regretting today. They have come out and confessed it severally, that they are confessing it that they regretted of even rigging the election in his favor. So that is why in the next election in Nigeria, they should do the needful and stand on the truth. Only truth will make you free. Only truth will stand to speak positivity. Anything that is not true doesn't speak positivity, rather it will go negativity. And that is why negativity is ruling and controlling Nigeria. Today, as I'm talking to you, nothing goes on good. Every Nigeria, look at, go to north, go to south, see your balance, see here. Every corner, everybody are crying pains. They are crying with the pains. They are crying with the sorrow. Both the elders, both the youth, both the men, everybody. Even the unborn child that is in the women's womb is still crying. Is crying. He say, Mama, why do you want to give birth to me in this kind of country?
All right, thank you, Biafra Evangelist. It's a nice place to leave it, but I will not let you go until, let me ask you one question, Biafra.
Okay.
Biafra Evangelist is reported that most Nigerians have started burning their Nigerian passports. So, what's your reaction on that?
Hey, oh, set to go. It don't happen. Kenkerenke. Now listen and listen good. I've told you this thing before. And I'm repeating God, it come from you now. Nigerians are burning their passports. What does that indicate? I've given up to this thing called Nigeria. To this nation called Nigeria. To the world, the thing they call Nigeria have expired as long as I'm alive, I am living. That means Nigeria have expired in their hearts, in their soul, and in their spirit. Nothing like Nigeria. Nigeria does not exist again. That is what it means. Can America bring out his passport, American passport, and set it on fire? I want to ask you. Ukraine are in war. Darkness has covered them now. But yet you can never see a Ukraine man or woman bring out his passport and set it on fire. And if you ask them now, they are still praying that they want to have their place as a Ukrainian, as a Russian, as a man. You know, I was watching this television the other day. I'm a California American. The other one say, I am from DC. The other, Washington DC. The other one say, Texas. No, you see the joy in them. You see the jubilation in them. You see the celebration in them. You see that happiness in them. You see a kind of ready to die in them. Different people, different colors, telling you they are from America. Even the blacks. And as I'm talking to you, if America throw any border open now, including Nigerian president, would like to be American.
All right, Biafra Evangelist, this case is TV 360. So we are here again in the street of Lagos State to have people reaction concerning the arrest of Dele Farotimi. So here with me is Mr. Chinedu. Mr. Chinedu, let me have your reaction concerning the arrest of Mr. Dele Farotimi because he published a book titled Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System. So that is the reason why it was picked up here in Lagos State and been transferred to Ekiti State. And one of the names that is constantly mentioned is Ape Babalola, rather.
Because he's been perceived to be a Biafran sympathizer. Dele was being perceived by the government to be an obedient. He's been perceived as someone who has been able to stand on the path of truth to unveil the ongoing injustice, sidelining, maladministration, malpractice, injustice against the Igbo. On that note, they conspired to destroy the legacies of 2023 presidential election, which was believed to have been won by an Igbo man. The Yorubas and the Awosas have destroyed this country for too long, having been in the helm of affairs. What has Nigeria turned to? Why would he be picked, kidnapped without due process? Why is it that the Commission of Lagos State was not informed? What is actually going on? Is it because he's a Biafran sympathizer? Is it because he believes in Igbo presidency? Is it because he's an obedient? Is it because he has damaged the hidden truths, secrets about Nigeria?
It was said in one of the interviews that Dele Farotimi said that if the Bola Ahmed Tinubu should win this 2023 election, that he's going to leave the country. So when Bola Ahmed Tinubu now won the election, so then I asked him again, why don't you leave the country? Why are you staying in the country? And he said the man did not win the election, that he rigged and the INEC chairman are giving the vote.
Did Bola Ahmed Tinubu win? He didn't win. The Nigerian judiciary, if Nigeria is a serious nation, somebody like Dele should be celebrated for calling the attention of the world, of Nigerian government, or Nigerian system, to sanitize the Nigerian judiciary as one of the institutions or pillars that hold democratic principles. He never mentioned Baba Lola, whatever they call him, as a cover. How Baba Lola led criminality in the judiciary. He never said that.
Babalola said that the book contains several defamatory statements that question his integrity, accuse his law firm of unethical practices, including corrupting the judiciary.
Corrupted. Okay, you don't understand what I mean. Is Nigeria not a nation? How did Nigeria become corrupted? People corrupt it. Abi, did Nigeria corrupt itself? No. Nigeria did not corrupt itself. It is people that corrupted Nigeria. Bros, nobody, because of this is not a newspaper, government-controlled newspaper, or government-controlled media houses, where half-truth will be begged because of brown envelope, so that my media house will not collapse. I'll be able to have something me and my family will be eating, even though Nigeria want to burn. That is not journalism. That is not activism. That is not speaking truth to the power. So those who manage to muster that courage to say that Nigeria is mourning today because the judiciary and the INEC murdered democracy in Nigeria. What is wrong with that?
All right, Mr. Chinedu, let's digress a bit concerning what people opinion. The poll being carried out said that 95% of the Igbos want to leave the country. Want to leave Nigeria rather, but only few came out publicly to say that. The remaining others are just secretly saying it, that they want to leave Nigeria. They are not pleased with Nigeria's system.
Who is pleased? Is Yoruba pleased with Nigeria system? Even though them Hausa have been ganging up against the Igbos. Are they pleased? Have they been able to transform Nigeria? The people that hold the mantle of leadership to provide, illuminate, give Nigeria electricity and light are still the Igbo people. That is what Dele is talking about. A tribe, a nation that have not been in power, in position of authority, but still they illuminate Nigeria. Who works harder more than them? Go and check the record. Maybe the record is there. They wake up 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, set up, come back 12 midnight, sleep for only 3 hours, wake up again, continue. They didn't get tired. And they said that these people are mobile economies. I'm not the one that said it. Go and listen to the current vice president. Listen to also to your former president, Buhari. Okay, listen to the current senior president. Even though they are being paid by the Fulanis, but down in their heart, they know that there's this certain ingenuity that the Yorubas and the Hausas need to learn about the Igbo. And what is that? The adventurous and Republican spirit. Bro, go to darkness and light and put light. Make us see whether it's possible. Do you know what it takes to put a light in darkness? That's what this man is talking about. How darkness was killed in Nigeria. Nigeria is already in darkness. Then darkness can't kill them again. So why? And he's saying it that the only people he has been able to see that carries the logo, the emblem, are not allowed to prove a point in terms of the leadership in this country. And you know Yoruba, the country did not move forward. The Hausa say nothing they work. Then they are saying, give it to these people that have no federal government structure, but still they eliminate.
All right, Mr. Chinedu. So Farotimi was arrested because of this very book. Afe Babalola said he mentioned and he said some defamatory statement that contained in that book. So Afe Babalola is one of the person that people suggested is behind the arrest of Farotimi. So, MC the Waymaker, what is your reaction?
Thank you for having me. Watchers all over the world. We have already seen it coming. We know that if you are followers of this Dele Rotimi, you will know that this present government count him among the enemy of this government. Why do I have to say this? Because we see the antecedent before the election and after, even day after the election. So my own point of view now is that this Babalola that want to draw his name, his reputation into the mud is what I don't understand. Because this case is just like the case of Falano and the very dark man. Why some of us feel that this Falano will have just ignored everything? Because just like as very dark man used to say, if you come for me, you are a victim. If I come for you, you are a victim. For me, for this high reputable man, Babalola, to bring himself for this kind of problem, I don't think. Defamation of character, if they defame you, take this man to court. If our senior lawyers are behaving like this, what is now left for the country? I don't know, viewers all over the world, you that are watching this video, you are going to watch it. If you have read the book, or paraventure you have not even read the book, even the title alone say it all. What has this man said that is wrong? We are in this country when this last election, we saw what transpired. We saw upon all the whole money they budgeted for the election, how the election is going to be transparent. But within yourself, is the election transparent to you? The answer is no. So for me, the man is saying the fact. It's not saying the. I don't know why we Nigerians, we don't like taking the facts. Look at the last day, Davido went to America and he's saying the fact. People criticize him just because you fall in love with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is your brother. Nobody can criticize him. No.
Also, MC the Waymaker is alleged that the president is also involved in this arrest because Dele Farotimi was not in support of the election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In fact, he said that if the president should win the election, that he's going to leave Nigeria. And when the president finally won the election, Dele Farotimi was still in Nigeria, or still in Nigeria. So an interviewer now asked him, why are you still in Nigeria? You were saying that if the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu should win the election, that you are going to leave Nigeria. And he said the man did not win the election, that it was Yakubu, the INEX current chairman, that gave him the vote that he didn't win the election.
Of course, we all know that the federal government have hand in this arrest. Is uncalled for. In fact, it's a disgrace for a policeman from Ekiti State to come and kidnap this Dele in Lagos. It's a disgraceful act to us. What is happening in Nigeria? The same way we are saying that going to Kenya to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu since over 6 years ago and detain him up to now is uncalled for. We are gradually destroying this country. Instead of we to respect the institution, we keep on respecting individual. Don't forget that Tinubu will not stay there forever. Tinubu will go. Tinubu will be out there one day. Instead of we to respect the institution, we keep respecting individual. Where is Buhari today? To so many people who respected Buhari because it's the name of Buhari, is Hausa man that was there. Is Buhari there today? But the day we started respecting the institution rather than individual, the day we start getting it right. So Dele Farotimi is a free man. Let them release him. In fact, thank God that my oga have said it. Showore have said it. On the 10th, if it's not released, we are going out in masses. We are going to occupy the whole chambers in Lagos, outside Lagos, to make sure to release him. Because the criminals are working freely. You guys are not going after the criminals. But people who are saying the truth, you people will go after them. So we Nigeria, we are ready free Dele Farotimi now. That is the message.
All right, MC the Waymaker, is a fine place to leave it. Thank you for speaking on our platform today. So we pleased to have you tomorrow. Thank you.